These are 3 steps that are going to help your ADHD child solve their homework struggles this summer so that you can have success during the school year. Now, I'm Ivan Hardcastle. I am a parent coach and I am an occupational therapist. I help families raise ADHD child. And today, I want you to be successful in knowing how to move forward in helping your child to be able to be successful in homework. We think of homework as being, hey, you have this thing, you're going to do it, you need to turn it in. Why aren't you turning it in? How come you're failing grades? I dig through your backpack, it's a mess. All you have to do is turn this in, or all you have to do is complete it. And there's all these little things that are missing, and we don't realize how complex this task actually is for our children who have ADHD. Now, I'm going to teach you 3 steps that are going to make a huge difference, how to use those steps in the home so that they correlate back to how you're doing homework. And we're going to use a circle analogy to be able to do it, okay? Now, the top of the circle is you as a parent. You're going to co-regulate with your child. That means that you are going to help them start it and be in a frame of mind where they can be successful. Or kids with ADHD, oftentimes it's really hard for them to just start an activity. And you can see this in their home when they're trying to clean their room or trying to start an art project or trying to do all sorts of things. They have a hard time just initiating. And for you to be there with them, hey, let's just open up the book. Hey, we're just going to look at these problems. Hey, all we have to do is this little thing. And just being present with them, not on your phone, not distracted, but actually being present with them is going to help them to initiate and get the ball rolling. Now that they've started, we have the actual process of whatever we're doing. Let's call it math. And they have to be able to move through the math assignment as we go. And this can be also very overwhelming and can be a stopping point for where nothing is going to happen anymore. For children with ADHD, this can also be very overwhelming. And when they are overwhelmed, you will hear things like, I'm tired, I'm bored, this is stupid, I don't like this, hey, this is dumb. All of these things speak into this is hard. They are having a challenge with it. Challenges can go 2 ways. Either it's so easy that it's not engaging for them, or the other one is that it's so difficult that they don't know what to do with it. And then they're going to say, this is dumb, this is boring, I don't want to do this. That is their nervous system saying, this is hard for me, which is why you're there. So then you can walk them through. And what we want to do is to actually break it down into micro steps. No, you don't have to do problems 1 through 3 right now. Let's just focus on problem 1. Hey, open up your book. Hey, let's look at problem 1. Let's go ahead and write it down. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to write this down with you. Talk me through how you do this. And spend time with them. That initiation and then breaking it down into micro steps helps them move along. And then the last bit is that we actually want to close the circle, which means that we want to bring it to completion, which means that we've done our homework, but what is homework without actually turning it into the teacher? Which means follow up and creating a system. Probably their backpack is a mess. And especially if they're in middle school or high school, if they're a little bit older, they have a binder with different subjects in it, and they've got different books, and they're going here and they're going there, and you don't have one single way to help them move forward. Many times in elementary school, they might have a homework folder that you put stuff in, the parent does, and then they take it, and the teacher collects them all. This is helping them to train, but that doesn't mean that they can carry that skill forward themselves. So you can create that for them, a brightly colored folder that they just stick in, and all their classes are in this folder. So when they go to class, that's the first thing that they pull out. And then maybe they have their phone that they can use at lunch. Or maybe you follow up at the end of the day. Is there a way for you to connect and say, hey, how you doing? Were you able to turn in your homework? This is just a nod in the right direction in a very loving and connecting way. Not a, I'm telling you what to do, but as a guide by their side so that they know that you are there to support them. Now, the whole idea of this is that you want them to be successful during the summer so that they are able to be successful at school. Or if you're watching this at a different time of year, these are things that you can practice at home for them to be successful as they continue through school. So what we do is we take home chores or home activities. I'm going to pick on the kitchen. And if we have the chore that says clean the kitchen, oh my gosh, like what does that mean? That's huge. Well, for me, let me break it down into little micro steps of what that might mean to me. And you're going to think about what this might mean to you. So I'm going to go into my kitchen and I'm going to be like, okay, the first thing that needs to happen is that I need to open up the dishwasher. I need to take out the clean dishes and put them away, including all those weird kitchen gadgets that don't actually have a space and we all think that they do, but nobody knows where it is. Yeah, those have to go in the cupboards too. And then I'm going to take the dirty dishes and I'm going to put them in. But remember, we have a bottom rack and a middle rack, and then we have like the top rack where we keep our utensils. That's how ours is set up. Maybe yours is on the door, but we have 3 layers. You have 3 areas: utensils, cups and stuff, and then plates and stuff, which is really ambiguous. And what's going to go where, and how do I organize it, and how do I put it in? And once I do put it in, if there's extra dishes, what do I do? Do I leave them? Do I need to wash them right now? Where do I put them after I wash them? And now I have this dirty rag. So what do I do with the dirt? Well, I'm going to put it away, because the next thing that I want to do, maybe I wipe it out the sink first. And then I need a new rag because that one's dirty. Don't want to use that. So I'm going to grab a new rag and I'm going to use that. I'm going to wipe the counters. If there's mail or if there's paper, maybe I need to clean that up. And then what about sweeping the floor? And then I'm going to mop the floor. All right, now my kitchen's looking pretty good. But the initial chore was, I need to clean my kitchen. That's hard. And then I follow up with all these big steps. And that can be hard. And so then you follow it up with micro steps. Okay, we open up the dishwasher and we're going to do the top shelf. We're going to just do the cups. And those are put away. Now we're going to put away the plastic containers, food containers. Cool. And now we're going to do the plates on the bottom rack. And now we're going to do the pots. And now we're going to do the utensils, but not the utensils. We're just going to do the knives and then the forks and then the spoons. And we're breaking this up into micro steps so that they are successful. We are there to initiate with them. We're guiding them through. We're giving them sub-steps. And at the end, this is the conclusion. This is them returning back. If there is something that they can mark off, if they report, if we leave them for a while and they report back to us. But if your child is having significant trouble with this, you are going to spend more time with them. And if they are doing well, then you are going to back out sooner. And we're going to take that scaffolding around them and just slowly step away so that they build success and they build routine and they build that confidence within themselves. One of the challenges that our children with ADHD have is that when things are difficult and things are boring, of course it's going to affect their self-esteem and their self-belief. And how do you change that? You give them positive feedback and you give them successes, and you're going to start small, which is a second benefit of trying this in your home with your child and seeing them move forward. Again, my name is Ivan. I'm a parent coach. I help parents raise ADHD kids. Success, connection, peace, clarity in your home. Reach out, set up a clarity call with me to know what steps you can take to move forward in a coaching program so that you can have that success in your home. Thanks.